Are you ready for the vinyl countdown?
Welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches. What's going on? You guys, on our last video, we had some pretty amazing scores from out in the wild, okay? And stupid me forgot half of the stack in the house. So what I'm going to do on this video is do kind of like a part 2 of our recent finds that we should have had on the last video. But that's okay, you guys, because the video is 20 minutes long anyways. So I'm going to bring you guys the second half of the scores from out in the wild. Now, yeah, guys, keep in mind, there was nothing found at record stores. There was nothing found at record stores. There was nothing ordered online. This is all from garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, all that stuff. Okay, you guys? So to us, it makes it pretty special because, face it, you can go online and buy anything you want on the planet and it takes zero effort pretty much. So that's why we like going out and getting this stuff ourselves. There is going to be some stuff in here, you guys, that I have, a lot of it I've never seen out in the wild. Nothing too important for some of them, but some of them, I can't believe what we found. So you guys, let's get it started. Okay, first album. This is a pop band from the mid 80s. Killer pop band. Had a couple of big hits. They're called Level 42. Now this is not the real big one that you guys want from Level 42. There is another record that had a hit song that I think just about everybody has heard. It's called Something About You. You guys check out that song from Level 42, Something About You. This has got some other songs on it, but they're not really the big hits, okay? Something About You was on the radio every day when I was growing up, pretty sure. This is going to be around probably that 1986 range, somewhere around there. But yeah, there's the back. Awesome. Okay, here is another one. Obscure 80s, probably one-hit wonders, you would call them. A band called Device. Majorly pop band. They had a song. You can check out these guys. They had a song, Hanging on a Heart Attack. I mean, these guys were intense 80s pop stuff. They were like that pop band you'd hear in a lot of the 80s movies, you know, something real inspirational, you know, like the Footloose soundtrack kind of people and all that. St. Elmo's Fire, you know, Secret to My Success, that kind of group, you know what I mean? They had a song called Hanging on a Heart Attack. Let's see, is that one on here? Yeah, Hanging on a Heart Attack was probably their biggest song. They did also make an appearance, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the soundtrack for the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Something with Tina Turner or whatever. You could look that up too. But yeah, 80s killer stuff. Alright, you guys. Here is another one. Never seen it out in the wild. Just kind of a 80s one-hit wonder type deal. Club Nouveau. You can see that one. This is in really nice shape. A lot of these were from a garage sale. I went to the garage sale. I'm like, hey, you got any records laying around? And she's like, actually, I got like 27 of them in the house. I'm like, run and get them. So she brought them all out. Really excellent shape. I just kind of picked through the pile and grabbed what I wanted and left the rest because it's some of it, half of it was stuff I already had and I already might even have a second copy of. So yeah. But this group, they did a version of Lean on Me back in the 80s, and it was pretty good. I think it was on the radio and stuff. But yeah, pretty neat. Okay. We had some people over for Saturday dinner or whatever, and I asked them if they knew who this was, and they're like, no, I don't, you know. And I said they were from a really famous movie, this guy. Because he had a song on one of the soundtracks for the soundtrack for this really famous movie, You guys, do you remember El DeBarge? Okay, do you remember what song he had? He had the infamous song, right on the back here. Who's Johnny? From the movie Short Circuit. Yeah, it's that song. You remember Short Circuit, the movie about the robot that came to life? Yeah, really killer tune. But hey, it was next to nothing at a garage sale. I thought I'd throw it in the crate at home, for sure. El DeBarge, it's in really great shape. He might have had a couple of other songs on the radio, but Who's Johnny was on the radio all the time, remember? Right now, it's going to get a little bit serious here, you guys, for 80s stuff. Couldn't believe we found this at a garage sale. Here is a rather nice copy of Depeche Mode, Black Celebration. I've passed it up a few times in the wild, didn't pick it up because I wanted like 10, 12, 15, $20 for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, some really nice stuff from Depeche Mode. There's the back song list. Pretty killer, pretty killer. And then, oh, let's go. I had them out of order here. In that same stock at that garage sale that this lady had was another album. I saw the cover and I was like, it doesn't say anything and I don't recognize it from anywhere. But you guys, this is like a 1984, I believe. Greatest hits, or they call it a compilation, from Depeche Mode. It's just got the picture on the front. There's not really anything that says Depeche Mode from what I can see. But then I turned on the round on the back and I'm like, no way. So it's like a hits thing from Depeche Mode. And first song, yeah, People Are People. Killer. Love, love, love that song, People Are People. But yeah, there's a whole list down there if you guys want to check it out. Totally killer. It's a really nice shape too. Just a little tiny bit of ring wire at the top, but other than that, yeah. Hanging. Okay, here is another huge hit, you guys. Huge hit from the 80s. Do you guys remember Howard Jones? Do you remember the big hit he had? You probably had a couple of songs, I think. It's called Action Reply. Or Replay. Action Replay. You guys, the big hit is song number 1. I think just about everybody in my age group and older and younger has probably heard this song before. No One Is to Blame. Major pop hit from the 1980s. On the radio every day, and it's probably still on pop radio today. No One Is to Blame. Huge song. And you guys, sitting underneath this one on the pile was the 12-inch single for that song. It's even got an extended version. It's the Howard Jones No One Is to Blame extended remix 12-inch single. Totally killer. For 80s pop, you guys, I'm telling you, I've heard this song probably 1.327 billion times on the radio. Just killer. Killer. Really nice shape. The white label there. Killer. And you guys, I've passed this one up a million times, and I learned a while back that there are several different versions that they released for this album that had the different colors. It's The Police, Synchronicity. Got the yellow top. I think they interchanged the colors on this one. Like I said, I passed it up a million times in the wild, and I don't know why I did. But this one, it just happens to be in really awesome shape. Got a really shiny cover on it, and it was way cheaper than any of the other ones I found. So yeah, it's in really nice shape. Very nice shape. But you guys know that. You guys know there's tons of radio hits on here from the 80s. Seriously. All right, now you guys, this is where it's going to get really crazy. I have never seen. Oh no, wait. I'd have to take that back. I did see one album from these guys in the wild down in Madison, Wisconsin, and they wanted like $50 for it. But I have never seen anything like this in the wild, you guys. Are you thrash guys hanging on to your pants right now? This is killer. I don't know how we find stuff like this. Here is an original 12-inch single of Nuclear Assault. Brain Death. right there on the bottom. Black cover. You guys know how hard it is to find things in a black cover that are in great shape, but look at that. No ring wear. None. None. Then there's the back. It's got Brain Death on side 1 and Final Flight and Demolition on side 2. Just killer, you guys. Let me pull that one out. So it's got just a plain inner. It's on Combat Records. You can see that right there. And then inside of this 12-inch single, you guys, check this out. Original materials right here. Here is a huge order form for buying a whole bunch of different kinds of records that were coming out at the same time. Probably cassette tapes on there, t-shirts, jerseys, videos. I think that's from the Combat Army. Yeah, heavy, look at that, heavy metal. And then on the back, there's the order form. And you just ordered that in, and it's a bifold. All kinds of stuff in there, you guys. For purchase, if you're a part of the Combat Army, or the Metal Army, or whatever it was called. And then here's another one. Attention all metalheads. It's just an informational sheet. You can sign up today. Yeah. The Army. Kind of like a Kiss Army thing. Pretty cool, you guys. Have you ever seen a Nuclear Assault 12-inch single that wasn't like on the big expensive shelf at the record store? I didn't think so. Here, I'll put this back later. Okay, we have on the next one, guys. We have another album from this group, and I am super happy to get this one because I really like this group, and they're from the 80s, and yeah, they're along the lines of that really cool metal. Here is the second album we have from Grim Reaper. See You in Hell. And then there's the back. Very metal, you guys, very metal. Then we just got a plain inner right there. And then I believe this is also on Combat. Or no, this is RCA. Sorry. Just the black RCA label. Really, really nice shape, you guys. This inner is just pristinely flat. Pristinely flat. Yeah, you throw this one on. Oof, I'm telling you, it's good. It is good. You guys, here is one that I did not even know existed. This group is probably the first record almost what, 300 videos ago, I did my introduction to the music community, and the first record from my entire collection in the A's I showed on my first video of going through my collection, you guys. And here we've come full circle, what, 3 years later? And here I found another album from this group that I didn't even know existed, just right over my head, you guys. Some of you guys are not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. Do you guys know Abattoir? What? The only safe place in unbelievable condition. Original, you guys. And this is on Combat Records. Just killer. Just killer. Look at that. This one's pretty thrashy at the beginning. Side 1 into the beyond. Well, there's the Combat label at the bottom. Wild. Then there's the inner. Pull that out of there. The only safe place. And then there's some more stuff on the back of it. And there it is. Camp Combat label. In basically unplayed condition, you guys. The cover, it doesn't even have a wrinkle in it, I don't think. So, what do you think? You guys, I'm serious. This is pretty awesome all the way around for 80s, man. For finding stuff out in the wild. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're trying to hook up with a guy that we met at an estate sale last weekend. And he had a bunch of free records there, but they were just old junk, just dumpster stuff. And he goes, "Oh, you guys like records or whatever?" And he says, "Yeah, I got a huge collection of classic rock and stuff at home, and I got like 800 CDs." And he says, I want to go through it in August, and I want to get rid of most all of it." And I'm like, "Here's my phone number." And I said, "Are you going to let me have a chance to look at all this stuff before you throw it out for sale or whatever?" He goes, "Oh yeah, you'll be the first person on it." So I don't know if anything is going to come from that. He has my phone number. We'll see what happens, but it sounds like thousands and thousands of records and at least 800 CDs. So I don't know, you guys. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? You can only hope for the best, right? Well, you guys, thanks for coming down to the Vinyl Countdown and enjoying our recent finds. I guess the second half from the last video. And I hope you guys have a great week. And it's a beautiful summer day out. Don't forget to get outside and at least breathe a little bit. All right? We'll talk to you guys later.